Much like the Steelcase oh, my door is open. Much like the Steelcase Deluxe Edition of Halo 4 that I own, think of this video as the $70 for a game I'll hate, no thanks, pre-order bonus. If you haven't watched that video, I suggest you do. In it, I go over the $70 price point of AAA games in the year of our Lord 2024. Why is my screen dying? A couple of months have passed since then, and I'm beginning to remember a specific quote. There's always a bigger fish. And indeed, the bigger fish is here. I wasn't prepared for this. I thought I had way more time before I would have to talk about this again. Unfortunately, I was wrong, which is rare. Nintendo recently, they dropped the Switch 2 alongside Mario Kart World, which, to be honest, looks like a great game and console, but I'm not a Nintendo fan. I'm never sold by the IP because I really don't care which situation you put your mascots in. I don't have enough history with the characters to tug on my nostalgia strings and make me care. And I'm not saying Nintendo can only sell games because of their past merit. That would be blasphemous of me to say as an alleged game designer. No, Nintendo has made and will continue to make great titles because they care more than people often realize. And outside of the grueling work that they require of their teams as the top dog, big bad quintuple A studio that they are, it may be controversial to say, but I think at their core, they still operate like an indie studio. Only the budget is enormous and fan art is a sin. My main gripe with most other studios is that they are selling a product first and gameplay last, whereas Nintendo, and a few others that I respect, sell you an experience first and the product second. With that being said, it may seem like I'm advocating for forgiveness on behalf of Mario Kart World's $80 digital price and $90 physical price. Do not get it confused. I will not be buying that shit. Hello team, I hope this video finds you well. My name is Artholomew. It's kind of like Bartholomew, but with a Z. Today I wanted to add on to my previous video with a few extras. Originally I had two other videos planned. I want to play games longer than you, and it's okay to spend money on games you enjoy. I probably touched on both in a few videos already, but I figured this would be a good topic to condense all three into one video on the topic of price. Let's start with I want to play games longer than you. I've been playing Pearl Abyss's critically acclaimed 2014 action MMORPG Black Desert since October 2nd, 2017. I have over 23,000 hours year to date. I do not own Lethal Company, Content Warning, or Repo. While my reason for choosing to play a one-time purchase game for an extended period has roots from my frugal childhood, it isn't the only factor. Neither is my love for the MMO virtual world genre. I may want to play games longer than you, but it isn't entirely for those reasons alone. Lethal Company, Content Warning, and Repo look very fun, and according to most people, are very fun. But to me, they look like quick fun. To me, quick fun is the bane of my existence. Instead of enjoying a game with friends until they are bored of it in 2 weeks and we all stop playing, I would rather enjoy a game by myself for many years until either the game dies or I do. And there is nothing wrong with either, that's just what works for me. Next up, it's okay to spend money on games you enjoy. I've been playing League of Legends since 2014. The same year that Pearl Abyss released their critically acclaimed 2014. Sure, I don't play every day, but there was a time when I did. I played ranked every day for an entire year straight. I would never do that to myself ever again. That stint changed me for the better, actually, but while I was in it, it was definitely worse. But hey, you want to see a rainbow, it gotta rain first. I've had this game available to me for over a decade. This game has been readily available on my computer since high school, except for those times where I uninstalled it out of anger or pretended that ranked didn't exist. I have over 100,000 mastery points on Warwick. I want you to guess how much money I've spent on the game. Do you have your guess? It's $90. Well, surely you own a bit of physical merch. Do I enjoy the game? All things considered? Absolutely. Do I enjoy it more than Black Desert? No. So if my math is correct, and it might not be, I failed calculus, 23,000 hours is about 958 days or 31 and a half months. I want you to imagine that this is my second life. This is my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5. I have residency in this virtual world. I'm in another world with my credit card. I have a landlord and I pay him with real US dollars from my physical world. I've lived for 31 and a half months for the low price of $747.18 total. That is $23.72 per month if we use playtime hours. And it's less if you consider the 8 years it has been readily available to me. And $750 may be a lot, but over 8 years, it's less than an Amazon Prime subscription. Do I regret my purchases for either? No. Why? Because I want to play games longer than you, and I'm okay with spending money on games I enjoy. At the end of the day, it's up to the individual to determine what is right for them. If you told me that Black Desert was coming to the Switch 2 and it was $80, I would kill for it. But I'll use a more reasonable approach. If you told me that Dokev, a future release by Pearl Abyss, was $80 base price no deluxe, the only factor that could make me hesitate is my bank account. Because without a doubt, I know for a fact that Pearl Abyss will give me a game that I will play long enough to get my $80 worth of fun. So for a Nintendo game and IP enjoyer, one who buys Mario Kart World, I'm sure that they know $80 is a fair price for the amount of value that they will get out of the game. And as an outsider looking at it objectively, I cannot bring myself to say that its price is outrageous. Will it have a negative effect on the industry by bringing the NBA 2Ks and Call of Duty's prices up in the long run? Yes. Is Mario Kart NBA 2K? Not even close. When I pay for food, I'm investing in my nutrition to keep me alive. When I pay for a game, I'm investing in the time that I'll spend escaping reality in another world with hot anime women. Food keeps me alive. Games make me want to keep living. When I can make those decisions with 100% certainty that I will not be let down, it puts my mind at ease. But Bartholomew, if you can only make decisions based on what you already know, then you'll never be able to experience anything new. Not true. You see, I had never played a Pearl Abyss game in my life prior to Black Desert. However, I knew I liked MMOs. The Steam reviews were great at the time, and get this, it was $10. I had never put my hands on a controller and played a Dragon Quest game. But Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch has a free demo, and you keep your progress. When the barrier to entry is low, a sale is more likely to take place. Had Black Desert not been $10 and instead a monthly subscription, I would have never touched it. Had there been no demo for Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch, the game would have eluded me. As I stated in the base video, $70 for a game I'll hate? No thanks. Go watch it. I would rather buy the same game numerous times. By investing time and money into a game like Black Desert, I'm inherently buying the game multiple times over for more than the base price. Only the terms are favorable for both parties. Pearl Abyss gets to keep me as a long-time customer with rapport, and I get to keep playing the same game I know and love, only now I have the Griffith armor set on. It can go two ways. Your identity in the market isn't large enough for you to charge what you deserve, so you sell your game at a generally reasonable price to attract a higher quantity of potential long-term investors. Or you bank on the quality of your design, the pre-existing, already established consumer base, charge them for the value you bring to their lives, and hope that it'll trickle down through word of mouth and secondhand enjoyment, thereby igniting a desire for the uninitiated to become initiated. $70 for a but game is insane. $80 for a polished, refined experience that lasts for years to come, priceless. $50 for the Valorant Minima 2.0 bundle, I'll see you on Rematch. Weigh your options. If you got all the money and you don't care, go be great, bro. Who gives a shit? If you're more like me, boy, do I have the game for you. Huh? What's the game? Oh, Pearl Abyss is $24. Be sure to tune in next year for $100 for a game I'll have mixed reviews about? Jesus Christ. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think about the increasing cost of video games. Wacky links in the description. Y'all be easy.